Hi, I'm Brian Chang, and sitting down with me today is Portfolio Manager, Senior Research Analyst Adam Xiao to discuss our car thematic quality portfolio. This is our newest strategy and one that I am particularly excited about. Thank you, Adam, for joining us today. And in your opinion, how does the thematic quality portfolio align with long term market trends?
Thanks, Brian. Great to be with you here today. So maybe we can start with what is a theme. The framework of themes is really just recognizing that there's forces that change the economy. This can be because of technological advancement, generational change, or global changes like climate change. Themes effectively create or reshape industries, and this creates opportunities for newer, nimbler business models to take on existing giants and win market share. Themes typically go in one direction. Take the internet theme, for example. I, for one, cannot imagine going back to a world without the internet. Because themes are offering consumers something better than what was available before, it creates large opportunities for businesses optimized for these new waves.
Got it. And what criteria defines a high quality business within these themes?
That's a great question, Brian. Thematic quality, the strategy defines a high quality business as one with high returns on invested capital due to sustainable competitive advantages. Why does high quality businesses matter so much in the context of themes? I like to think of the airline industry as an example. Air travel as a theme has created massive amounts of value for society. Airlines, however, have been a difficult business. It's hard to think of an airline that over its history hasn't gone bankrupt at some point because of lack of ability to differentiate, price competitiveness, and the capital intensity of the business model. On the other hand, airports can actually be really good businesses. When somebody wants to travel, they typically only have one major international airport close to them, and you can think of a variety of reasons why this might be the case. Size, zoning, network effects, all these contribute to the quality of the airport business model. So thematic quality is looking to participate in themes by owning the equivalent of airports rather than airlines.
Interesting. Actually, can you talk more about sustainable competitive edge and why that's important to these businesses?
Happy to. If you really boil it down, sustainable competitive advantage is the ability of a company to offer consumers something of great value that it has no ready alternatives. One example I like to compare investment opportunities against is the QWERTY keyboard, the QWERTY arrangement of keys that we all type with. Now imagine if a keyboard manufacturer tried to sell you a keyboard with a different arrangement of keys.
It would be chaotic.
I'm guessing you probably wouldn't buy it. Exactly. And this is in spite of the fact that the design of the QWERTY keyboard was to slow down typists on typewriters so that the typewriters wouldn't jam. This shows how lasting a competitive advantage can be over time. And if you find a business with something comparable to the QWERTY keyboard, that's a great situation to be invested in.
It's fascinating. One thing you also mentioned on the information page of thematic quality is that high conviction approach. Can you tell us more about why that's also important in our portfolio management?
That's a very important detail and I'm very happy to talk about it. Instead of the average approach of owning 75 or more stocks and kind of using diversification as the primary risk management strategy, trading off deeper knowledge of each individual stock, the thematic quality strategy is looking to own more concentrated portfolios of 20 to 35 quality stocks. We do this partially because, from our experience, quality companies are actually quite scarce. The normal condition of a business is to not be competitively advantaged. So through the decades of research by the investment team, we've accumulated this database, if you will, of high quality businesses, which we can understand and underwrite for a long period of time. And from this much more limited selection, we are assembling the high conviction portfolios that we own, including that of thematic quality.
Thank you, Adam. I think Coming into this conversation, I was excited, as I mentioned, about this portfolio, but actually hearing about the philosophy behind the companies that we have, what type of trends we're trying to capture over time, I feel more comfortable about the strategy itself and even more excited about the future prospects of the strategy. Thank you again for your time.
Great. Thanks, Brian. Thank you for the great discussion.